Hey everyone, my name's Josh and welcome to the very first guitar lesson in my beginner's guitar course. There will be a lesson published on each day. If you haven't subscribed already, click the subscribe button and click the bell and you'll be notified each day when the video goes live. I'm going to be teaching this guitar course on electric guitar, but everything that is taught will be applicable on acoustic guitar too. In today's guitar lesson, we're going to be looking at the basics of guitar, how to hold it, how to tune the guitar, and then by the end of the lesson we're going to be learning a famous guitar riff. So the very first thing we're going to look at is how to hold a guitar pick. Okay, and there is a method to doing this. So we're going to put our hand out like that, and then we're going to place our guitar pick on top of our index finger. Okay, and what we're looking for is the thinnest part of the guitar pick to overhang slightly over the top of our fingertip. Okay, so as you can see there, it's overhanging slightly. Then what we're going to do is move our finger in, get our thumb and place it over the top. This is essentially how you hold it and how you have enough grip to pick the strings and strum. What I recommend you do is just get used to this for a few minutes, okay? Just get it where it feels comfortable for you. Guitar players hold their pick at different angles. Just get comfortable with it and get in a natural position. Just make sure that index finger is underneath and your thumb is on top and you've got a nice little grip on it. Okay, you don't need to grip too hard, otherwise you're going to get pains down in your hand. Now, holding the guitar, normally you've got a groove. This sits essentially on top of your thigh. Okay, and then we have the guitar neck here, which has got the fretboard on it. And then we have the head of the guitar, which has our tuner pegs. What we're looking to do when we're holding the guitar is to sit upright. Okay, it's really easy to slouch and bend over to see where you're picking on the fretboard, but this causes back issues. So if we can get into good habits now, it serves us well down the line. So our next step is how to tune the guitar. So on the guitar, we have 6 strings. So the string that is closest to us is the low E string. And then the string below that is the A string. The string below that is the D. And then we've got G. And then we've got B. And then we got the E string again, but we call it the high E. So now we know the string names, we will need to get them into tune. Now usually you will have a guitar tuner, and what you'll need to do on electric guitar is plug your cable into your guitar and then plug it into your tuner. If you're on an acoustic, then normally the tuner will have a microphone and you just pluck the string and it will tell you if you're in tune or if you're out of tune. Okay, so you've got your tuner out, your tuner's on. Make sure you turn the volume knob up on your guitar, otherwise your tuner won't work. So this is my guitar tuner here. It's in the form of a pedal. If you've got a handheld one, works in exactly the same way. So I've picked my low E. It's not at an E, it's at a D sharp. So to get that to E, I need to turn my tuner peg anti-clockwise. Okay, I'm gradually getting there. Great, I'm at E. So if we go to A, I'm out of tune again. Okay, so I turn it anti-clockwise. I'm at G sharp now. Keep turning it. Now I'm at A. Okay, and then let's check my D. Slightly out of tune. Okay, so if you want to go from right to left, you need to turn it clockwise instead of anti-clockwise. Okay, so if I demonstrate here. Okay, so I'm too sharp at the moment. I want to go back to the center from the right. So I'm going to go clockwise. And now I'm in tune. And you repeat this for the rest of the strings. Once we're in tune, we can then start to play some guitar. So the very first riff I'm going to teach you is You Really Got Me by the Kinks. Okay, this is really good for beginners. We can use just one finger. So what I want you to do is take your index finger on your left hand, or if you're playing the guitar right-handed, then your index finger on your right hand. And what we're going to do is we're going to place it here. Now this is called the first fret. So our guitar neck has these little spaces. These are the frets, okay, and it's on our fretboard. So we got the first fret here, then we got a little divide, then we got the second fret, divide, third, fourth fret, fifth fret, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, okay, and it continues up the neck. So if someone says to you, can you play the first fret on the low E? We know the low E is the string that's nearest to our head, okay, and the very first fret is our first space on our guitar neck. So the next step is putting pressure with our index finger onto the fret. So what we need to do is place the index finger as close to this little divide as possible. Okay, if we place our finger down here, the note doesn't sound too great, it's not quite a smooth note. Okay, we're looking for really smooth notes. So if we move it up as much as we can to that little divide, and then if we pick again, okay, it sounds much better. So how do you add pressure? Well, what we're looking to do is use a combination of your thumb and your index. So the thumb goes behind the guitar neck, and then your finger comes round, okay, and then what you're looking to do is for them to be in line. And then you can use both the finger and the thumb to push down and give you enough pressure to fret the note. So the part of the finger we're looking to use is this part here. Okay, this is kind of the spongiest part of the finger. Okay, and this is where you're going to be able to fret the note. Now it may start to hurt slightly because your fingers are not used to this and you're pushing down onto a string. As you can see, even on my finger, it's causing a bit of a mark. Okay, don't worry about this. If it starts to get painful, stop playing. Just give yourself a bit of a rest and then start again. The more you play guitar and the more you practice, this part of the finger will start to harden and then you won't get any of these issues. Okay, so for picking, what we want to do is we want to use our wrist, okay, and we just want to do one small motion down on the top string, okay, and then maybe move down to the A string, and then the D. As you can see with my guitar pick, the thinnest edge is just sticking out a little bit, and this is the part that hits the string. We want as little motion as possible. We want to use our wrist, and then that will hold you in really good stead for when you start to quicken things up with your picking. Okay, just practice getting used to that, getting our left hand ready, okay, and also then using our right hand once our left hand's done. So for this riff, we're going to pick this note once. And what we're looking to do is move up to the 3rd fret. Now remember, we're on the 1st fret at the moment, so the next fret along is the 2nd fret, so the next fret along from there is the 3rd fret. This time we're going to play it twice, okay, so with our right hand we're going to go down, down. Okay, the technique with our left hand is exactly the same on the 1st fret as it is on the 3rd fret. We're looking just to put a bit of pressure on, get that smooth note. Okay, so let's put together what we've got at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I recommend just practicing that little section, making sure the notes are smooth, there's no muted notes or no odd noises. Okay, and then once you've got it down, we'll then go back to the 1st fret. We're picking it once, then we're moving up to the 3rd fret and picking it once. Okay, so our riff, we got once on the 1st fret, and then 2 times on the 3rd fret, back down to the 1st fret once, and then back to the 3rd fret once. Okay, so let's put the whole riff together really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if you play this a few times and feel that you are getting the right amount of pressure with your left hand and your right hand is also producing some clear notes, start to build it up to the track speed. Okay, it is quite quick on the track, so really don't rush, just take it slow, and if you can, build it up to the track tempo. So I hope you enjoyed your very first guitar lesson. Remember, click subscribe and click the bell and you'll be notified tomorrow when the next lesson goes live.